in tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces turn stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey guys, I came back. You know why I came back? First, hello everybody. Hello everyone. I have some news for you guys. I was just giving the about a couple of hours ago, I was given the lawsuit that Trey Songz has just recently filed. And one of his people sent it to me. Yeah, I'm telling you, folks are looking at me everywhere. Everywhere. And so they want me to cover it. Imagine, y'all, I might be taking a trip to Missouri. Y'all. Well, one of his folks sent me the lawsuit, and I have it here. Let me go ahead and share with you guys the lawsuit that he just recently filed. Do you guys remember when he there was a brawl at the Kansas City Chief? You know what? Let me just go and get a video from that particular brawl. Hold on a second. When he was arrested. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, let me show you this. This is the clip. Okay, let me just bring it back here. All right, y'all remember this?
Prosecutors in Kansas City have decided not to charge R&B singer Trey Songz for an altercation with police at Arrowhead Stadium. Police say Songz punched an officer during the AFC Championship game in January. It was caught on tape. According to police, the officer was trying to remove him after complaints he wasn't following COVID-19 protocols. Prosecutors say there was insufficient evidence to charge Songz.
So let's look at it again.
Prosecutors in Kansas City have decided.
Okay, let's see how it went down. Hold on a second. I'll rewind a little bit. You see Trey Songz right there. Let me slow it down for a second. Let's see the speed. How does it do the speed? Replay speed. We're going to slow it down. Okay, let's look at the speed. Let's see.
Prosecutors in Kansas City have decided not to charge.
That's fast. That's fast. Sorry, my way. Wrong way. I got to slow it down. Slow it down. Let's do this one.
R&B singer Trey Songz. Prosecutors in Kansas City have decided not to charge R&B singer Trey Songz for an altercation with police at Arrowhead Stadium. Police say Songz punched an officer during the AFC Championship game in January. It was caught on tape. According to police, the officer was trying to remove him after complaints he wasn't following COVID-19 protocols. Prosecutors say there was insufficient evidence to charge Songz.
Okay. That was it on that one. I had to play it slow. No, they didn't charge him, Dom. They didn't charge him. It was insufficient. I didn't see him punch them. I didn't see him punching a police officer at all. But anyway, that's why they didn't charge him, because it was insufficient evidence. But he has filed a lawsuit as of today, y'all. He has filed a lawsuit. And his real name is Tremaine Alden Neverson. Tremaine Alden Neverson. And this is in the Circuit Court of Jackson County, state of Missouri. And he has filed a lawsuit. All right, here's a petition for damage. Now come the plaintiff, Tremaine A. Neverson, by and through undersigned counsel, and for his cause of action against defendants, Kansas City Police Department, Kansas City, Missouri, here in KCPD. Government Employee Health Association, hereinafter GEHA, and the states as follow. Jurisdiction and venue. That plaintiff, Tremaine A. Neverson, stated that at all times mentioned here, he was an invitee of GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Jackson County, Missouri. Venue and jurisdiction is appropriate in this court as the underlying fact and circumstances occurred within the county of Jackson County, Missouri. Defendant GEHA is a nonprofit corporation in good standing in the state of Missouri doing business in Jackson County, Missouri. That a physical altercation occurred. Am I there? Somebody said I'm not there. Hold on a second. A physical altercation occurred on the premises of Arrowhead Stadium in Jackson County, Missouri, owned by defendant GEHA Field and at Arrowhead Stadium on January 24th, 2021, wherein plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson was physically assaulted by defendants. That defendant, Wheeling Event Services, provided security for defendant GEHA. Field at Arrowhead Stadium. That defendants are sued as a result of the action taken by its officers. Facts common to all counts. That on or about January 24th, 2021, plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson was an invitee to the AFC Championship game at Arrow. Hold on a second. Somebody keep texting me. At Arrowhead Stadium, which is defendant GHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Plaintiff was heckled by attendees seated in his proximity because of his notoriety. The verbal heckling escalated into threats and harassment against plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson, which resulted in defendant Wheeling Event Services and defendant KCPD being summoned to plaintiff's seat location. Upon arrival, defendant Wheeling Event Services and defendant KCPD did not exercise any professional duty to take reasonable care to protect plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson from the action of the unruly, aggressive, and intoxicated attendees. Instead of exercising their professional duties to intervene and protect plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson, an invitee to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, the defendant Wheeling Event Services and defendant KCPD physically assaulted, wrongfully arrested, and handcuffed and detained plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson in jail. Plaintiff was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer. All charges were subsequently dismissed. That at all relevant time herein, defendants' officers were agents, servants, and or employees of defendant operating within the scope and the cost of its agency and or employment with defendant. Pursuant to Section 84.710 RSMO, defendants' officers had a duty to protect and preserve the peace, presence of plaintiff. That defendant Wheeling Event Services pays its officer for the services and benefits that they confer upon the invitee of Arrowhead Stadium while operating as security for the premises. That defendant Wheeling Event Services paid its employee and / agent for the services and benefit that they confer upon the invitees at GEHA Arrowhead Stadium. That defendant KCPD pays its officer for the services and benefit that they confer upon the city of Kansas City, Missouri. While operating as police officers in the KCPD, that official immunity and or the public duty doctrine does not apply to the action or interaction of defendant as described in detail below were non-emergency, ministerial, reckless, in bad faith, willfully wrong, and or done with malice or corruption. Count 1, negligence. Now come plaintiff, and for count 1, at his petition of damages against defendant states as follows. The plaintiff incorporates by reference paragraph 1 through 15 as if fully set forth herein. The defendants and or defendants, agent, servant, and or employee recklessly and negligently acted without due care on the day in question, thereby directly causing or directly contributing to cause plaintiff's injuries. That all names named defendant and defendant's agency, servants, and or employees were careless, negligent, and act in bad faith in the exercise of duty in that they, A, defendant Wheeling Event Services and defendant KCPD failed to keep the peace and protect plaintiff. B, defendant KCPD used excessive force. C, defendant KCPD wrongfully detained and unlawfully arrested plaintiff. D, defendant Wheeling Event Services and defendant KCPD negligently provided proper security services. E, defendant KCPD, GEHA, and Wheeling Events Services had a legal duty to take reasonable measure to protect invitees and other persons legally upon its property, including plaintiff. F, defendant KCPD, GEHA, and Wheeling Event Services has a legal duty to take reasonable measures to protect invitees and other persons legally upon its property, including plaintiff from the criminal acts of third parties. G, defendants KCPD, GEHA, and Wheeling Event Services had a legal duty to take reasonable measures to protect invitees and other persons legally upon its property, including plaintiff from the criminal acts of a third party whom defendant knew were dangerous and present on and about defendant's property. H, defendant KCPD, GEHA, and Wheeling Event Services had a legal duty to make safe the danger known to them, including criminal acts of third parties. And I, defendant KCPD, GEHA, and Wheeling Event Services had a legal duty to warn plaintiff of danger known to them. That as a direct and proximate result of defendant and defendant's agents, servants, and or employees, carelessness, negligence, and bad faith exercise of duty as aforesaid, Tremaine A. Neverson was caused serious, permanent, and progressive injury to his person and professional reputation. That as a direct and proximate result of the defendant's and defendant's agent, servant, and or employee, carelessness, negligence, and bad faith exercise of duty as aforesaid, Tremaine A. Neverson has occurred expenses related to his medical care and treatment, loss of work, loss of reputation, and loss of income. In addition, Tremaine A. Neverson experienced a diminished enjoyment of life, pain and suffering, mental anguish, and will in the future continue to incur said damages. Wherefore, plaintiff Tremaine A. Neverson respectively prays that this court enter a judgment in his favor and against the defendant and each of them in an amount that is fair and reasonable. In addition, plaintiff respectively prays that this court further order costs and other expenses incurred in connection with this cause and any other and future relief this court deems just and proper. Respectively submitted, Gerald T. Christmas. Wow, I like that name. Christmas is his name. All right, in St. Louis, Missouri. So Trey Songz is suing the police officers that arrested him. No, Taylor Swift's stadium. Is that her stadium that she was there? Oh, wait a minute, Balenciaga. Oh, wait, hold on. Dom, what did you? Okay, I'm trying to get back in here. What you guys are talking about? Hold on. So, let me stop sharing this. So, Trey Songz is suing the Kansas City Police Department and the individuals who invited him, Wheeling, and I wanted to say GHIGSLMNOP. I wanted to say that so bad when I was reading those letters. I seriously wanted to. I was gonna do it, but I said, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, yeah. She's the boss, KC. Hold on, what are y'all reading? I'm reading let me go back up here and see what you guys say. Hey, baby. All right, let's see. Great infamous Sylvia. Okay. Tyler. Okay. Hey y'all, coming in stuck in a commercial. You're in a commercial? Punch an officer. Oh, he's cooked. No. Is this new? Yes, it was filed this morning. In Kansas City. Did he file defamation? Yes, he did. Breaking news soon, yeah. Sometimes she called me Trey. Sometimes he called me Tremaine. You know what, Dom? I've been listening to Trey Songz heavily lately too. One of the R&B GOAT of my generation. Okay. Kim, I used to quote because my middle name is similar. Okay. What up, chat? He's doing his thing back in the day. All the ladies had a crush on him. Yeah, Dallas did too, y'all. Let me tell you, when Dallas actually met him, because I was working Essence, right? And Trey Songz, I wasn't assigned to him, but somebody else was, and they had to fix up his dressing room, and Dallas went in there with them, and he was in there. She was in love with him, but she was scared of him. She was like 5-6 years old. She was in love with him, but she was scared. When he picked her up, I was like, Lord have mercy. She was so scared of that man. She was scared of him. And then when he came out, he had a album release, and by this time she was a teenager. And I took her to Best Buy to go see him and to remind him that he had met her several years ago, at the Essence. And she was scared there too, y'all. The girl was scared to meet him. She was all nervous when she went up there to get him to sign his CD. All right. Hey, did this say happened during the pandemic? It was in 2021. That happened in 2021. Were we still in a pandemic? I thought we were over it. Oh, we might have been still in it. Yeah, I think we might have still been in it. But there's another video where you see the actual, he got low-key weird when he gotten in his 30s. Multiple women accused him of certain things, and his work ethic never stayed. He fell off. I'm not here to judge anybody's work. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm sitting here just bringing you guys the news. Now I'm just going to stay on the topic. I'm going to stay on the topic at hand. Hold on, let me see if I can bring up that video, because there's a video. There's another video where you see it's a different angle. Hold on, let me see. This is I think they said it was allegedly he did. Man, they have so many different stories of this case. They have so many different stories. Hold on a second. Let's bring this one here up from TMZ. This is TMZ stuff, y'all. Hold on. Let's see what they say.
Allegedly attacking a cop, among other things, and this is on video. So we will kind of walk you through this as you're watching. But there he is.
Trey is sitting down. His back is to the camera here, but that gentleman with the white hair is the cop who came over and, according to witnesses, got aggressive with Trey. Now, Trey had said something to some people who were heckling him, like, please, cut it out. But the cop came over to, I guess, to break things up, and ended up getting into a physical altercation with Trey. Trey's got the cop in a headlock through most of this altercation. It doesn't even seem like an altercation because he's got the guy under control until several other officers and security guards came over to separate them. And let's just say Trey did not see the end of the game because he was taken away and arrested. So the question, what we're trying to figure out is, why did Trey get arrested if the cop was, according to witnesses anyway, that the cop was the one who came over and got aggressive with him, physically aggressive?
So I do have some information. So we have some sources directly connected to Trey. And what we are told, at least from his point of view, is that this cop had his eye on Trey and the crowd long before this incident. And that when the cop came over, that this cop was not happy with him for some reason, but there was something that went on before where the cop, at least on from Trey's vantage point, that this cop was acting hostile toward him.
So that they'd had some sort of interaction prior to this incident?
Trey was aware of this cop and felt that this cop had issues with him and his group before this happened. So from his vantage point, when the cop came over, the cop was aggressive toward him, even despite that Trey was being heckled, because that wasn't the concern of the cop. At least this is according to Trey.
In the video, you see him sort of, standing over Trey. So I don't.
Their position is that this cop was extremely aggressive toward Trey and had beef with him before this incident happened, and that came over and was aggressive from the get-go, even though Trey was being harassed. That's from their point of view.
Well, Harvey, I can add to this. So this is being investigated. The officer that's aggressive, appears to be aggressive, is a Kansas City police officer. And the Jackson County Sheriff is the one that's investigating. They are investigating this whole incident, including the officer's actions, to try to figure out what's going on. Because I just spoke to somebody there. He's like, we want to know what's going on too. So they're waiting for the report to get written. And Trey has been released pending further investigation.
So you are watching video of that somebody shot in their cell phone. Trey's people believe that there is stadium video that is going to show the cop before the incident, because his position is this cop had it out for him long before this happened. Charles, he was arrested for assault on a police officer,
Trespassing. Yes.
I think that charge goes with you when they throw you out of the stadium, because I guess he wasn't cooperative, but they said it's a pretty standard charge right now. Just that goes with it.
Doesn't make sense to me, because trespass means you go onto property unlawfully. He was there lawfully, so I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if they asked him to leave first. We're missing part of what happened, because usually I know about trespassing. They tell you leave, you refuse, and that's how you get arrested for the trespassing.
I will say there's some evidence here that Trey was really unhappy, as you would expect, with this arrest. Look at that mugshot again, Harvey. Did you see the mugshot?
Yeah,
it's like they just took it. Sort of often. I've never seen a mugshot like that before.
It's almost like that doesn't feel like a mugshot to me. It's weird, and maybe he didn't want to stand. He was really. I understand he's really pissed off, because really believes that this cop was just did not like him for whatever reason, and his group. And again, it wasn't his position is that it wasn't just Trey that they were after. The whole group they were after, and this will be interesting if there's additional video.
Danielle from Oklahoma City, and first off,
Okay, All right. So, but there is another video where you actually see the police officer come over to him. Hold on a second. Let me go get that video. Hold on. It's just didn't. Okay, that's the same TMZ one. Hold on, let me go get the other one. See if I can find the other one. There was another video that I saw earlier. I was trying to find the girl's video. Just hold on a second. I'm still looking for the girl's video. He's been arrested a lot of stadium, huh? He's been arrested in the Detroit stadium. Here go a different angle of that same fight, y'all. Hold on, let me show y'all this angle. Let me show y'all this angle here. All right, here we go. Okay. So you guys got a chance to see another angle. There's another angle too. Hold on a second. Let me go get the other angle. Y'all talk about his songs. Hold on a second. Let's go get another angle of this whole fight here. This whole. I'm trying to see it. Hold on a minute. Hold on, let me show y'all this video here. Let me show y'all.
You see what the going on? I see it. Chief! Chief! Gang, gang! Baby didn't get the message. It's Chief's gang. Chief! Chief! Oh, shit.
Let's go, Buffalo!
We didn't get the message. We didn't get that.
Oh, they didn't even show the whole thing, y'all. There's nothing happened on that one. Sorry. Well, let's go get another one. Hold on. I don't want to show the same one because I saw the girl with the other one and I'm just not showing it. All right, so now they putting it on the news that he's suing them.
Trey Songz is taking action regarding an arrest that occurred 5 years ago, filing a lawsuit against the Kansas City Police Department related to an incident at a Kansas City Chiefs NFL playoff game. As stated in the lawsuit, which has been acquired, Trey asserts that he was present at the AFC Championship game between the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills in January 2021, seated at Arrowhead Stadium in Missouri when individuals nearby began to heckle him due to his celebrity status. Trey alleges that the verbal heckling intensified into threats and harassment, prompting security and police to be summoned to his location, and we were the first to obtain footage of the police interaction. The issue is that Trey contends when the security personnel and officers arrived, they did not protect him from unruly, aggressive, and intoxicated attendees, and instead physically assaulted, wrongfully arrested, handcuffed, and detained him in jail. Trey states he faced charges of trespassing, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer, all of which were eventually dismissed. In his lawsuit, Trey claims to have experienced physical injuries, emotional distress, damage to his professional reputation, and financial losses as a consequence of the incident, and he asserts that the KCPD employed excessive force prior to his wrongful detention and arrest.
Yeah, a lot of court cases, huh, y'all? Well, that is it for that. That is the I was trying to find the actual I was watching this girl earlier and she had a better footage and I don't see it anymore. There she go. This is the one. Okay, this is the one. This is the one where she shows a different angle. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna show you a different angle of the same one. A different angle.
For assaulting a police officer. Now we're going to put quotation marks over assaulting because that's what he was booked for. But witnesses are saying that the police officer was the one at fault. Trey Songz is currently behind bars after attending a game last night where a physical altercation broke out between him and a police officer. Witnesses actually recorded a video, and in the video, you can hear people saying, "Arrest the cops," and telling the cops to stop. Now, the altercation evidently started over some fans heckling Trey Songz from a few rows back, and then he was completely caught off guard by the police officer. Well, you guys, this is an ongoing situation, so we will be sure to keep you guys updated. And coming in.
All right, it's the same angle. I thought it was a different angle. All right. That is basically it. Can I put your main? Oh my God, Dom, you and these songs. But I'm about to leave, and I'll be back on at 7:00 for your Cecil fix. Dom, what are you doing? Dom, what are you doing later on? All right. They said they have other footage. I was trying to look at the other footage, but it is what it is. All right. I'll see you later, guys. I'll see you later. I'll be back. I'll be right back 7:00. I'll be right back 7:00, okay? For y'all Cecil fix. All right. I see you. Not Cecil. Yes, Cecil. Dom. Yes. See you later. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click